What's wrong?
Yeah, I think we are good.
That's funny. Is it live?
Yeah. Okay.
We've got to wait for it to load.
I think we winner chicken dinner. Hey girl, are you gonna let me sit here?
We've got to
Are
wait.
you gonna let me sit here? I think
Oh.
I think we're good. There we go.
Yeah.
And it's not even that delayed.
Not at all.
Not too shabby. And the audio's good.
Oh yeah, let's test that.
I think the audio's good. Audio's good. Fantastic.
Wow. This is
We're
the
good.
first
This is the
week.
first time we got like this
But we had to
prepared this well.
what do you
It's
call
quick.
it? Change our location.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Just because we're feeling
because-
lazy.
Yeah, guys, let's not even tell
This,
lies.
this weekend was something, eh?
Yes, it's been
Not just
quite
football wise,
hectic.
but we missed. This is the weekend we missed the most games.
Yeah.
We've missed.
'Cause
I
we
think so
were-
far this season.
because you had a performance, we were away, so it's a bit of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. It's because it's one thing to watch highlights, great stuff,
But you don't
it's another
really
thing to really watch the
Get
game.
the full justice
Exactly.
of the game. Does that
And like-
make justice? The real.
I don't think that makes
That's
sense.
not the right word, but you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, you don't. The full effect.
The full effect.
Okay.
The full effect.
We have figured it out.
Okay, but I think we are on. I think we are live.
Yes.
It seems to be good.
Let's get
I
cracking.
wonder if we should even move this a little bit closer. Oh, is this good? This is good? Oh, you good?
Very trippy.
Oh, you good?
We're using it as a
Okay.
reference. Okay.
There we go.
Let's jump straight in. I have the results here.
Why don't we start? Let's start with our teams.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're just
So,
going to start with our teams.
I missed the entire Man United game.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
His entire performance was during that game. There was
So,
you
yeah.
saw like 5 minutes at the end, which
Which was
I mean,
literally nothing.
yeah.
But I was happy that we didn't lose. I'm not going to lie. Before that game, a part
Mm-hmm.
of me was really stressed about losing that fixture against Villa.
Yeah.
Especially after they beat Bayern Munich at home. And it was just a really nervy game.
Do you know what this-
The
sorry.
distraction was nice. The fact
Yeah.
that I had to perform is what I'm saying.
But do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of last season when you guys were going to play Liverpool and we're like, you guys are getting trashed, thrashed, whatever the word is. They are going to destroy you. And then you also
0-0.
held them to a 0-0 draw.
We had
So-
chances. I
You did
watched
have
the highlights
chances. Mm-hmm.
just before this live, and I see Rashford had a couple chances, well saved by Martinez. Bruno's free
Yo.
kick was so beautiful, so close.
so
he really
close.
needed that
Yeah.
to be a goal.
You
After
could see he
all-
was finished. He was just like,
Yeah, all the
all
talk about him
disappointed.
in his last few
Yeah.
games because of the back-to-back red cards and his lack of performance levels.
I think
all
also
of
the
that.
fact that you can clearly see, like within the last few games, I don't know, everything that's going on, it's really got into him. Like it's got into his head. And as a leader, I mean, there are certain expectations of the captain and the way to conduct yourself and the way to handle yourself, which at times is, I suppose, kind of unfair because they are human. But as a captain, again, there's certain things
I
you're supposed to
agree.
do.
He set
So,
by example, and
yes.
he's not doing that at the moment.
No.
The highlights are actually up right now as
Yeah.
we speak. So
Now, question. Okay, goalkeepers. Martinez is fantastic. Like, we don't like the guy, but he's fantastic.
yeah,
so-
he's brilliant.
Martinez or Raya, which one would you rather have?
I'd rather have Raya. I mean,
Really?
I think Martinez because he's also like he's annoying. He
But you
annoys
would
the
want
opposition
him
in
in
your
your team,
Not to
yes.
play against him, but in your team, he's great to have.
Yes, absolutely.
I think I'll probably say Martinez. And
yes.
you?
Um,
Edison.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with the options. I really think that I want to say Raya, but I feel like he's still. I don't want to say up and coming because he's not up and coming, but
I get
Martinez
you.
is like
Won a World Cup.
established. He's proper. That guy, don't like him, but he is fantastic.
He's a baller.
So,
He's a
oh,
baller.
someone said, "Hey from Green Bay, Wisconsin."
Hey,
Whoa,
thank you for
hey.
joining us. Those that are here, welcome. If things look different, it's because we're on our couch. Yes,
So
we
welcome.
decided to be a little lazy today. And even though I think setting everything up here might have
Yo,
taken
it
you.
took a lot of effort, actually.
Yeah, but I'm comfortable.
But, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm comfortable. So yeah, the weekend's been hectic. We missed a lot of the games. But let's just talk through
Okay.
Man City now. We
Man
spoke
City.
about Man United.
Yes.
We got the point away from home. It could have gone a lot worse.
I
So
really
I'm
expected you guys to
not
lose.
too upset. Ten Hag still finds the positives out of all of this, saying we've got
Don't
4
tell me
clean
about the
sheets,
plan. Oh.
and we do.
Did he say
Isaac, we've had 4 clean sheets, which is not a lie.
it's not a
Onana
lie?
has the most clean sheets. of all
Onana,
the
okay,
goalkeepers.
I do want to say something about Onana. I have seen people still trashing the guy, and I feel like if you're still trashing him, you're not watching.
That's so.
You are not watching
2023.
Man United games because you guys, I don't know where you'd be without him.
Yeah, especially in like these last few games. He
He
really
is a
has saved
shot
us big time.
stopper.
Big time, big time.
Okay,
But yeah, it could have been worse. Man City,
let's discuss. Okay,
so close
Let
to
me
getting the
just
prediction right. I said City would win
remember
3-1. You guys won 3-2.
Yes,
So we were actually watching that in our hotel. It's not a lodge.
it was.
Our cabana. It was a cabana.
Cabana,
Really cool. We went to Hearties. There was a festival over the weekend at a place called Machalis Park. It was
That's where
honestly,
we were.
it was so nice. I was doing a couple sets throughout the day.
But I
And-
still got to watch.
Yeah, and in
my team.
between, there were games that were on. Obviously, I couldn't watch everything. I missed some of City's game.
I watched City's game, and let me just, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have to think back a bit, but one thing that stuck out as like a red flag for me is our defense. So we've seen a lot of teams now, I mean, they barely give City any space. There's no space at all. That box is so crowded.
Must be tough for you
I
guys.
feel claustrophobic, okay, just looking at it, seriously.
Must be
But the
tough.
problem with that is that you leave a lot of space for a counter-attack, which teams have been taking advantage of. And where the hell is our pace? Seriously, like
What
those
happened
guys,
to Walker against Traore?
Yo, he was
Traore
fighting.
Finished Walker.
Yes, he
finished him.
But I mean, what is he, like the second fastest player in the Premier League?
Traore.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Something
I think
like that.
Walker
Is he third?
over the years has been like the fastest.
Yeah, but
until Van der Ven came into the story.
That
Van der
guy.
Ven
I
is,
would love to have that guy.
is a machine.
Yeah, he's mad.
Wow, we've been getting like all the Dutch players at United, but not the ones we actually need, like Van der Ven.
Yeah.
De Jong would have been nice in the middle. All
So-
players from Ajax like Kudus, I would have rather
Oh,
taken him
Kudus.
than
What a
Anthony.
player.
But story for another day.
killer.
Man City ended up getting the win.
Yes, but-
regardless. You did concede 2.
And this is the thing. Every time I make my predictions, I say we're going to concede because that seems to be the trend lately. And Edison has saved us. Listen, let me tell you, he made some really good saves. And I just feel like we make it difficult for ourselves sometimes. Like our defense, I don't know. It's not feeling solid at the moment. I don't really trust everyone.
City keep conceding. That's right. They just continue
So,
to concede.
And like, for example, you have Rico Lewis. I mean, that boy fights, okay? If you watch him, he fights, and he tried with Traore as well. Like, but what you gonna do, you know? Thank goodness Traore himself had a hat trick of misses because
You're
again,
lucky. I saw that hat
scoreline
trick.
could have looked very different.
he really should have done better.
Yeah.
Like, he really should have done a whole lot better than
Yeah.
he did. Ronwen Williams will bring the award home. Guys, we need
I
to
hope
vote
so.
for Ronwen Williams. We actually should do a video about it.
We should.
need to do a video.
Okay, we're gonna do it this
Get
week.
people to vote because we need to support our man.
No,
What's a player?
100%.
And he's second on the voting so far.
I know,
Out
which
of
is
everybody.
madness. But
Yeah, but it's not.
we-
He's great.
We went we lost our minds
Yo.
during AFCON
Yo.
when he saved those penalties.
Yo.
We were
Yo.
shouting. There was so much
It
excitement.
was incredible. One of the best tournaments.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that moment was insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I also want to mention Kovacic.
Kovacic.
Yes, with the
what
brace.
A player.
That's what we need. I really rate him. I have said that he's underrated. And I feel like there is still so much work to be done. Okay, we are nowhere near where we should be, but it's October. Okay, so we gotta
You
wait till
said
like
you were at
January.
what, 60%?
I would say about 60% because very sloppy at times. There also doesn't seem to be, I don't know, like miscommunication. Like one person, okay, we're going to go here. And then they're like, no, I'm actually meant to go there. And it's like, what are you doing? And then again, defensively, big question mark
And
at
United,
times
what would you say we at?
about what you could
Percentage-wise,
be.
out of 100. Where are we currently? at what we could be at our best with our best
With this current team.
current squad, yeah, would be
Yo.
100%. Where are we now with our current squad?
Like 30?
30.
Because you can't be like 40, 50, 60.
also-
Because that's closer to
I
Man
also
City. And I
think
think you
so.
guys are... It's not
I was thinking
great.
like 37.5.
Oh, okay. 37.5. I can see that exact.
Yeah,
It's
exactly
that exact.
37.5. Because
Yes,
less
correct.
than 50, I believe less than 50 is a fail. I know in school if you get like 30%, you still
No,
pass. or
no, no,
something.
no, no. That's, yeah. But
And that doesn't make
that's
sense.
a conversation
If you don't know
in
half
itself.
of your work, or you are at half your level, I think you failed. You didn't anyways.
But I mean,
Distractions.
honestly, the fact that you guys drew against Aston Villa.
Yes, and
I think that's
and a very
crazy.
informed Villa.
Yes.
Off the back of a Bayern Munich win. A Bayern
It
Munich
actually
side.
doesn't make sense.
Just also, Bayern Munich had that European group stage record going for how many years?
Yeah, that was
such
mad.
an incredible record, having not lost. And
And
Aston
then
Villa managed to beat them.
Aston Villa, come
They
along.
managed to beat them with
I
Duran.
think that Villa, they would probably be very disappointed in that result.
But watching the highlights, they weren't like great. Obviously, it's
Well,
just
they
the
had
highlights.
chances.
But if I have to compare
You
the
guys
chances
also
from
had
both
chances.
sides, we had more
Yeah, but-
chances.
yeah, and there was at one point, it was, they actually, like halfway through the first half, you guys had 2 shots and 2 on target. They had a couple shots, but none on target. So,
Okay.
obviously, if you look at that, it's like, okay,
But
great.
no
United,
goal.
but no goal, so no win.
But
What
yeah,
you gonna do?
37.5%, I think.
Okay,
Man United
that's where
are
Man
at.
United are at
Let's
right
talk
now.
about the team at the top of the table. Liverpool just got a 1-0 win.
Madness.
We were both
Madness,
like
madness,
hoping,
madness.
obviously, we always hope they drop points.
And
but
I thought it was going to be, I thought they were going to
walkover.
score a lot more because
Yeah.
Crystal Palace haven't been great,
no.
like
They
at
haven't.
all.
And there was a controversial moment with Mark Gay
Yeah.
getting brought down. Was it a penalty? Some say it could have been given. Others say the right decision was made. It's
I
one of
don't
those
know.
50-50 kind of ones. I was obviously like, penalty!
Yeah.
Liverpool must fall.
Man.
But yeah, Liverpool got the win.
I'm actually so, I
all
don't
that
say
matters for them.
frustrated, but kind of caught off guard by them because going into the season, I mean, you have a new manager. Grant said he was coming into a system that was already working, but it can go either way. Generally, it
It's not
doesn't
even-
go that well.
It's not a new squad. They only have one new player, so
And he's
they already know how to play with one another.
exactly.
They know each other.
So I think they're kind of just building on whatever they were doing last season, which you had a massive advantage, I suppose.
Just shout out to Evans, yes.
Oh,
Evans, man of the match. The fact that our best player is our what? 5th choice centre back, because technically our
Madness.
best 2, you would say, are De Ligt and Martinez. Then you have injured Yoro, Maguire, Lindelof actually, and then you've got Evans.
I don't rate De Ligt, hey, I must say.
Okay,
Like,
he's still
I don't know. I'm
he's a
not
bit shaky.
convinced
He's a
yet.
bit shaky. He has a mistake.
he
in him.
does,
And
hey?
Maguire's been great. So like the timing of this is, damn. Like we relied on Maguire to get
Yeah.
us the equalizer during the week against Porto.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
you know, it's crazy. But yeah, Evans, well done to him. The fact that it was someone that you would never expect to put in
Yeah.
that kind
When
of
you
shift.
saw that starting lineup, you
I
were
was
like,
worried.
what is going on?
I was worried because one in the midfield there was no Casemiro, no Ugarte, like just someone that's predominantly a defensive midfielder. And my concern was with Evans and Maguire
I get
behind,
that.
who aren't the quickest.
Yeah.
How are we going to be up against a Villa side who are very good on the break
Yeah.
and who can cause damage to any defense? So I was like, yo, we are conceding today.
No, but listen.
But we didn't.
Yeah,
1-0.
and
well
actually
done,
props
Evans.
to
Well
you
done,
guys.
Maguire.
I think that is actually a really good result for you guys, given
It
how
is.
strong Villa
In the
are.
grand scheme of things, it's a good point for us.
Yeah.
Although it's the worst ever start we've had. After
Sure.
7 games, we have
You
8
guys
points.
keep breaking records.
Do you know what the record was before?
What?
We had 9 points, which was Ten Hag last season. So he
Oh
broke his
God,
own
so he
record.
just keeps
He's
getting-
breaking records. He's doing the things,
I want
guys.
to say better because it's certainly not better.
Yeah, he's a record breaker. right here. I see Maguire injured.
Okay, let's look at some of the other results. Okay, I just want
Okay.
to start off with Everton and Newcastle. 0-0. I didn't expect that. I
You
thought
know, these
Newcastle
0-0 games so boring. Eh? Yes. Teams that can't
teams that
score
can't
are
score,
embarrassing.
man.
Oh my
I mean, like you
gosh.
have 90 minutes.
Who would waste their time to watch like 22 guys kicking a ball
Yeah,
around and only for it
sheesh.
to not go in the back of the net?
But-
that could never be my team.
Could never. Could never.
I didn't expect that either. But Gordon missing
Crazy.
the penalty against his former team, that was a shocker.
Listen.
That was a lot of time before he had to take it, and having the Everton fans right there, the pressure
Yeah.
was on and it got to him. So
You know what my
he missed. And he
favourite-
hadn't missed any other penalties with
Yes, I
Newcastle
believe
before
that.
So that was the
Madness.
first time he missed, and of course it had to be against his former team. Crazy, but yeah,
mad.
no.
What was I going to say?
Sorry.
One of my favorite things to observe. Yeah, she looks very cute. One of my favorite things to observe, just in any game really, is like, for example, with you guys there, I don't know who from Villa kicked the ball and then Dallo blocked it. And then,
at the end.
then they're all getting like,
Yeah.
it's like they
All their chest hairs go out.
and I'm just like, whoa.
But that, do you know why? People don't give credit to moments like that. They are just as important as when you score a goal.
True.
You should celebrate it as much. If a player scores a goal, they
I
are
just love the
helping,
way that they
helping
hype
their
it up.
team by getting a lead or equalizer or getting back into the game. When you make a block that prevents a goal, it's just as important.
you.
Because that block Dallo made at the end of the game
Could've-
saved us
yeah.
from
Could have changed
losing.
things.
It was right. It was an injury time.
Yeah.
We would have lost. So that would have meant Villa would have gotten 3 points.
No,
we would have
totally, I
gotten
get
0.
it.
So he
It's just
rescued
the
a point
act
for
of,
us
like-
and took away 2 from Villa. Technically, in that moment. So
Technically.
that's why you must celebrate that. So if any footballers are watching or anyone that enjoys like sports in any position, when you do something that's of value to your team, you must celebrate it. You
Yeah.
are not less worthy than a person playing up front that scores
Look
a goal.
at you.
I'm serious.
Dropping them bombs. No, I agree.
I'm serious. You must celebrate. And these guys, they celebrate because
do.
you see how much it means to them.
Of course. Someone said, I think Newcastle miss Isak.
Definitely. And 2 weeks in a row, guys, I'm so mad at myself.
Please, let's not even talk about FPL.
2
I
weeks in a
can't.
row, I didn't change my FPL team. So my team is still the same from
That-
3
and you
game
had
weeks ago.
Isak, isn't
yes,
it?
Isak's in my team twice. How?
Yo,
I don't understand.
whoever captained Haaland this weekend,
Me.
I'm really sorry.
Me,
But
I-
listen, your points are still better than mine. Mine are the worst
But
they've
it
ever
was
been.
not a good FPL week.
No, I think I need to get Saka into my team because he is consistent.
Speaking of Saka,
Yes.
speaking of consistent, Arsenal continue. They get the win. Saka, standout performance.
Why was I
think he got-
dancing? Oh, so that's because I saw a comment, not because of Arsenal's win. Just to clarify.
I think you should clip that.
No, please. So
Show the
someone
world
said, please
that
can we
deep down she's a
congratulate
gunner.
Orlando Pirates, wifey's new team. Guys, I was welcomed.
Yo.
I was welcomed.
We
Although-
only saw the end of it as well because again it was over the weekend
Yeah.
when we were at the one festival.
There was controversy though.
and yeah, but isn't there always in
Yeah.
sport? But
And a
that
bicycle
third-
kit wasn't kicked.
Yeah, what a great goal! And the third
Man.
goal, wow! Those Stellenbosch FC players
Yeah.
were
They
eating grass.
to the ground.
But yeah, well done Pirates, good win.
My new team.
Your new team, and now we got to get Wafi a pirate shirt.
That works out
We have
perfectly
to.
because look at my favorite color to wear.
Yeah, so we're gonna get
this
that
works
for her.
out. Okay. Let's look at some of the other
Well
results.
done, Pirates.
Okay. An
We were talking about
8-game
Arsenal.
thriller. Sorry.
Well,
okay.
we were talking about
okay.
Arsenal.
Let's bring it
Arsenal.
back.
Won 3-1. Got the win, got the 3 points. They're sitting, what,
Ramsdale played his
third?
old team.
Yeah, Ramsdale got a standing ovation from the Arsenal fans.
Oh, that's very sweet. I didn't know that.
I think it was
Hmm.
after the game. He did put in some good saves. Just wasn't his day. Yeah, good win for Arsenal. I don't think there's much more to say because, again, unfortunately, we didn't watch the whole game.
Yeah, but
But 3 points necessary going into an international break. Good for them.
another international break.
Yo. Nah.
Yo,
what do they want us to do?
guys.
Just sit on our couch and go live and,
And
talk
go
about
live and
football.
talk about what? But what? What must we talk about? Anyway, let's talk about that 8-game. Oh,
8 goal thriller.
See, this is the problem with
the
live.
5-3.
Yeah.
Brentford.
Wolves.
Oh my goodness.
What the heck?
First thing we need to talk about. Brentford. For 3 games in a row, they scored within the first 60 seconds, right?
Mad.
The 4th game in a row, just after 60 seconds, they scored in the 2nd minute. How do you score so early 4 games in a row?
mad.
And you would think teams facing them would learn that after the second, third time.
But they were not anticipating that.
No.
It was Phillips that lost it.
Phillips was.
Calvin Phillips, guys. Remember, he was meant to be.
He's had a proper downfall.
It's very disappointing. I mean, obviously it didn't work out at City, and I just don't think he was the right person. I think it was a good thing that they are allowing him to like go
The
to
sad
other teams.
thing is when City
because-
bought
yeah.
him, he was like doing incredibly well. If you guys remember how he played for England just before that, when he was selected and called up from being at Leeds, he was incredible. I was like, this guy needs to be in a
Just-
bigger team. And City
At
were the
time,
biggest
yeah.
and are the biggest based on in England at the moment. So, I mean, like to go to the biggest club in England at that time to then now end up in a newly promoted
know.
team and costing goals
Yeah,
for them.
but even when he went to West Ham,
Same thing.
also, I think it was his debut. Also,
Yeah,
cost
no,
them.
multiple
So
games it cost them.
I don't know. I feel bad for him.
too.
I just
But
yeah,
what a
nothing else
game.
can be said. Sure.
The Brentford, Ipswich.
No.
No, Brentford.
Wolves.
Ipswich. He plays for Ipswich. Calvin Phillips.
What?
What are you saying?
Shit, I got so bloody
I thought we were talking about
confused.
Ipswich
Oh,
now.
sorry,
I
we're meant
mixed
to
the
be talking
games.
about West Ham and Ipswich. My apologies.
But that
sorry.
wasn't 5-3?
No, it was 4-1.
4-1. So
if
many
you were
goals.
wondering, the Monday is totally Mondaying right now. But let's bring it back.
But
Okay.
you got confused and so did I.
Okay, so
Because when you said Phillips, I was like, oh, Ipswich.
I know, but it's
Okay.
because I was thinking, because we had just watched the highlights of that game. I was still thinking of that.
Okay.
And when
Okay,
I
so
saw,
West Ham,
okay,
4-1.
yes, let's talk about West Ham.
Good win for West Ham.
Yes.
Bowen, what a player. But
He
yeah,
is
Phillips
so
making
good.
mistakes yet again.
Man.
And a good game for West Ham. They haven't had the best start to the season.
Yeah.
They needed a result like this, and it was a really good win
I'm
for
sure
them.
this is gonna like boost their confidence a
Definitely,
bit.
definitely.
So, and I think they have a really, really good team. Like there
Hmm.
are some magical players there. So we'll see if they can continue this winning. Okay, they won one game, but still, we'll see if they can continue that after. Now, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the 8-game.
The 8-goal thriller.
I did it again.
Not
That
your
was
day.
so funny.
8-goal thriller.
Yes.
5-3. What a game.
Madness.
What a game. Brentford.
Wow.
Wow. I did not expect that from them.
But even to concede 3 goals,
yeah.
it's like
But Wolves
crazy.
are giving us the best games this
Yo,
season.
and
Even
they're
against
still
Chelsea.
sitting right at
I
the
know,
bottom.
I feel so bad for them. Because they've
crazy.
played some decent football.
they have.
Just hasn't been, the results
just
just
haven't gotten-
aren't coming.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for them. But watch, they're going to beat some of the top 6 teams, like shockingly. They're that type that
They
might
are. The
just
surprise.
get a win over Wolves.
Hey,
A win over Man City.
Tequila, I don't think you should do that.
That is inappropriate.
That is
on the
so
live.
inappropriate.
I
on
think
the
she's
live.
just itchy.
Okay, no, she is. Who's next? Oh, Leicester beat Bournemouth.
Did not expect that either.
Yeah, that's.
Did not expect that.
Although Leicester, out of the 3 teams,
Yes,
do you
we
think
know
that they'll?
they should stay
should
up
stay
based
up.
on how well they had done all the previous seasons. But
Yeah,
then
but
the
then
way
again-
Bournemouth have been playing, I thought they were stronger going into
That's
this.
because you've always
Doubted them.
doubted them, and now
Yeah.
he's like, okay, now I'm gonna back
Now
them,
that
and
I
then
back them, they disappoint me.
yeah.
So maybe I should just
I
stop
actually want to
supporting
look at
Man
the
United.
table right now.
Maybe if I say United are going to lose, they're going to start winning.
Yo, you gotta say that a lot.
Man United are going
Let's
to
actually
lose.
see. Sheesh. Okay, so we're gonna go from 20th all
They're
the way
going
up.
the table.
Yes. Wolves, Southampton, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Palace.
Not
Palace
great.
in relegation right now is
Sure.
not something I would have thought
No.
after 7 games.
Same. Then we got Ipswich, Everton, Leicester. Then we have you guys.
I know we're sitting 14th, guys.
Bournemouth are
14th.
above you, but you have the same points, but obviously the goal difference. And then
West Ham.
Brentford. Oh, there's. I did it again. It's like I keep forgetting about West Ham.
You hate them.
I don't hate them. I
Guys,
really don't.
If you support West Ham, Wafi
No,
hates
I
them.
really don't. Okay, so we got Bournemouth, West Ham, Brentford, Forest. Then Spurs.
In 9th. Spurs. Let's
Okay,
talk about
let's actually take a
Spurs. They
moment.
threw away a 2-goal lead.
Wow.
They did the most Man United thing ever
I
by
didn't see
being
that
2-0
coming.
up at half time.
But props to Brighton. They did not give
Yeah,
up.
it was a game of
Like,
two halves. First half,
yeah.
Spurs were by far the better team. Second half, Brighton just came out.
And Ange was finished.
Ange said that's the worst game
Yo.
they have played
Yeah.
since he's been at the club. And that's just the 45 minutes, because the first half they played well.
Yes. Johnson as well.
6 games in a row he scored.
Sure.
You know, the last person to do that was Harry Kane. And that was like 2019, I think. So,
Wow.
very impressive from him. Especially the game before that was when he had so much criticism. Everyone was like having
When I
harsh
lots
words
to say, and then
against him. And then he just now showed them,
Yeah.
okay, he hit them with the silence. 6 games in a
basically.
row.
And I really like Brighton.
Brighton.
like them.
Just on a side note.
No, because we're talking about Spurs and Brighton.
Okay.
It was Johnson because he scored.
Yes.
Yeah, so now I'm just moving over to
Brighton.
Brighton. I just think that they are a really good team.
They are.
Actually, and they're
they're
sitting
always changing.
in
Like,
6th,
no.
ahead of Newcastle and Fulham, just behind Villa. And then you got Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool. Again, Chelsea, I never expected to be so high up.
I didn't expect them to draw, though,
Yeah,
against Forest. That's another
Actually-
shocker. When you see the amount of chances just in injury time, there were 13 minutes
That's
of injury
mad.
time in that game. Forest had 2 chances they probably should have scored.
Uh-huh.
Chelsea had 3 chances they should have scored, all just in injury time. Either of those teams could have run away with the 3 points.
It was mad.
It was actually hella entertaining.
and I captained Palmer. So
But he got you an assist.
Yeah. He gave me 10 points. But wasn't it the game before where he scored how many? So anyway, people don't do it 2 weeks in a row, apparently.
No, lightning doesn't strike twice.
Apparently not.
Sometimes.
But I will say this again with Chelsea, it's the same thing that I felt with Liverpool. It's like going in, what do you call it? Oh, I got distracted. Someone said hello. Hello. Going into the season, I thought there was too much around Chelsea. I didn't think they were going to get it together, but now they have 2 very convincing starting 11s.
Captaining Haaland
Actually-
and vice-captaining Luis Diaz.
Yo!
That's unfortunate.
That was bad.
That's unfortunate.
I vice-captained Haaland.
And Captain Diaz.
No, I captained Palmer.
Palmer. You just said Palmer.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
But I feel like I really need to sort my FPL out. I don't think I'm making good decisions here. I think I got, 29 points.
29.
How bad is that?
That's bad.
That is the worst.
Yo.
Yeah. I'm very upset about that because I was doing pretty well. And then all of a sudden it's like,
But now we have a whole international break to prepare for the next game week.
and we have
But
absolutely
the
no
thing
idea
is, you
how
have to
to
wait
do
to see
that.
how many players come back injured. Speaking of injuries, Carvajal from Real Madrid,
Yo.
another ACL injury. That is their 6th injury. ACL injury within the span of a
Madness.
year or like 18
That is-
months.
Guys, this
6
is what,
ACLs.
This has to be what the players were talking about on their bodies.
But
The
why
toll
so
it
many
takes.
ACLs? I don't remember there being so many ACL
No,
injuries.
I don't know.
Speaking of, guys,
De Gea. Sorry.
yo, De Gea. But just quickly on the ACL injury. In like 2 weeks, it's going to make 1 year since I tore my ACL. And I
Yeah.
cannot believe how crazy it is that it's been a year.
And look how far you've come.
I actually want to do a video to talk about that journey a bit because it is not easy. Like, it is a tough injury. And I'm still not right a year
Yeah.
later. So,
But you are, like the way you handled that injury, it was honestly amazing. It was very inspiring because you can get very trapped in your head and even when you had bad days, you still looked, I don't want to say like on the positive, but you did. You decided
You
to do
have
that
to.
and you were like, okay, what can I control? Da, 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 da. And look at what you're doing now. You're prepping to get back in it and it's going to work.
definitely.
So-
Thank you. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit or in
Yeah.
a separate video.
You never walk alone.
What was the previous thing you were saying?
Just kidding. De Gea.
De Gea. Wow.
Yes.
He basically helped Fiorentina to the win
That was
against
crazy.
AC Milan. 2 penalty saves. And the thing is, like, at United, I never trusted him on penalties, especially after the Europa League final when it was 11 penalties each.
Madness.
And De Gea was the one to miss.
Madness.
And he didn't save one. He didn't save any out of 11. And I was like, really, my brother? Brother De Gea, just one.
Yeah.
One. And then we didn't win. But
Yeah.
it happens to the
Okay.
best of us, eh?
Let's look ahead I don't know if we went through everyone.
Let's quickly look at
Let's
all the
check.
fixtures. Let's see. Okay, so we spoke about
did
Liverpool,
actually.
Arsenal,
Wow.
Brentford, Wolves, Leicester, Man City, West Ham. Yes, Everton.
Mm,
Yeah, we covered everything.
That was pretty good. Not bad.
Nice, not too
Okay,
shabby.
now let's look ahead to the
Okay.
future.
On the 19th of October, Premier League action will be
Oh, you
back.
guys play Brentford.
We play Brentford. Man United play Brentford,
Old
but it's at
Trafford.
Old Trafford. Hopefully, that's what, 2 weeks away. It's 2 weekends away. It's not this weekend, it's the following weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by then, the guys will have
It will
some
be
time
a
to
miracle.
relax and we'll actually get a win. That's a must win. We are 14th and that cannot happen. We have to win.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by the fact that Liverpool play Chelsea.
And you play Wolves. Watch this be the game Wolves win.
Excuse me.
Wolves
Take
are
that
going
back.
to win.
Take
I feel
that
it
back.
in my gut.
Take that back. I would
Wolves,
really
I
appreciate
am predicting
it.
a win for that day. Wolves will win 2-1. I'm saying it here right now. In 2 weeks' time, hopefully I feel the same way. Wolves will beat Man City. They will.
You guys are going to get pummeled by Brentford at home.
No, we're not conceding in the first minute. Or the second or the third.
Yes, you will.
Maybe the fourth we will.
I'm going to say
But
3-1.
the first 3-1 to Brentford.
I'm just kidding. This is a revenge
I'm saying
conversation.
3-2 to Man United.
You think you're going to
The
score
goals are
3
going
goals?
to flood in from that game. It is.
Well, you need them. So anyway, we're looking ahead. We're getting too
We are.
far ahead of
But
ourselves
what's
right now.
the game of the weekend?
Liverpool Chelsea.
Oh, geez. Liverpool play Chelsea at Anfield. I didn't hear you. I was busy
Yes.
thinking about Brentford.
Liverpool Chelsea is going to be a great one.
Come on, you Chelsea.
Yeah, listen, hey.
No, I want a draw.
A draw
Everyone
would be
above
great.
United must draw every time. Unless they're playing someone
I
that's
was going to say
below
everyone
us.
above City, Liverpool, and then Chelsea's like fourth. So,
So you a draw's good for you then.
yeah,
They
it
must
would be
both drop points.
fantastic. But that's going to be a good
If
game.
only they could both lose.
Yo.
Wouldn't that be a treat? But yeah, that is going to be a good game. Any final questions before we wrap it up?
Let's see what we've got. Guys, I just want to say thanks for keeping us entertained and up to date with football news. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate you
for-
guys.
for this.
Yo, you didn't
And
have to sit
you
sit
didn't-
and stick around.
On your Monday night, like you've chosen to interact and listen to us, and we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
We really, really do. And yeah.
And have you guys seen it's Liverpool versus Arsenal the week after?
Liverpool's fixtures actually
Oh yes, they
coming
have
up. Oh, they
mad
have
fixtures.
such tough fixtures. They've started this season
Crazy.
incredibly well with Slot. Let's see if he can get through these next 10 fixtures.
That
Then
will be a real
that'll be a
testament.
great. Like we'll know.
We'll know
how well they're
yeah.
actually going to
and
do.
if they
because
could win.
in Slot's words, they haven't played any top team yet, even though they've played Man United.
Did they lie though? I mean, did he lie? Did he lie? You're 14th. You're not a top team currently. You have to accept that.
It's too difficult to accept.
I feel like you need a hug. Tequila, you're
Tequila,
up.
do you want to say
sleeping.
bye? She's sleeping. She's sleeping.
She's so cute. Let's see what else we got here. We might have a new coach after international break. Glory, glory.
We might. I don't even know who we would get.
Yeah, that's the thing. Who do you get in?
I don't particularly want Potter. I don't.
Southgate was another one. I'm just saying. I didn't say he must be there.
No. I don't want Southgate.
Tequila got tired.
One manager that I'm not like, I don't hate him, and I think he's done well in the Prem is Thomas Tuchel.
Sure. Was it him and Conte?
Yeah.
Oh,
That went at it. It would be
that
nice
was
to
quite
have
funny.
him. But then is he any better than Ten Hag though?
What's the plan? I just feel like with Ten Hag, I don't like. Do you guys even know what direction you're going in, or you just coasting through and hoping for the best?
Going with the vibes.
Vibes on vibes.
Vibes on
He's
vibes.
living off the vibes right now.
Yo.
It's a dangerous game to play, truly.
I'm glad for the international break because now I can just be happy for 2 weeks and then I don't have to stress. We as fans can also recharge.
Yeah,
Because-
emotionally, I suppose it's
Because
necessary.
to be excited about a game, because I still, even though we're playing terribly at times, I'm
But it's
like,
your
I get
team.
so excited.
Yeah.
Even though I know I'm going to be disappointed. And like, 11 times out of 10 I am. Recently, at least. But
That
yeah.
is true.
Guys, thank you for joining us on this
for
Game Week
sticking
7
around.
discussion. We appreciate you all.
Well, we spoke
and
a whole lot of nonsense. Guys, going live is tough because sometimes you get teams confused and then you continue talking.
sometimes you say
The
8-game
same
thriller when
things.
you mean 8-goal
Yeah,
thriller.
but you have spent our Monday evening with us.
And we
we
thank you.
appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you.
We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you guys.
No, we would not.
So you have to know that you are appreciated.
Yes.
Let's see if there's anything else here. Hey guys, absolutely love your content. Dama needs to ask your honest thoughts on Walker. He might, yeah, okay. Walker, yes. I actually think that across, he's just not the same. No,
He's not the same.
and I mean, we've seen Rico Lewis. He's
He's starting to run like his name. He used to be faster, but the way he
Oh,
was,
Kyle Walker. I thought you meant Rico Lewis. I was like, his name is Rico. Like, does that mean something in another language?
it means rich
Yeah.
in
No.
Spanish.
Walker is, I mean,
Rico.
he is like on the decline.
But it's also he's getting
unfortunately.
older, his
It
legs
is
are
all
getting
part
heavier.
of it. But
His knees are starting to crack.
I
They're
would
crackling.
rather have Lewis play at the moment.
That's fair. I
I
agree.
think he's just, yeah,
I
he's
do agree.
amazing. So, yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's see. Oh, someone's visiting the Etihad in a month. Have the best
Enjoy.
time.
Have a good
It
time.
is so, the tour is just so fun as well because the people are just lovely.
I have to even say, as a United fan, like, they even made me feel very welcome. Even though, like, as rivals, there's a lot of banter, so give it back.
Yeah,
if
there
you're,
is banter, but
Yeah, but
all good.
really, really nice people, I
and
must
it's
say.
a very cool experience. So enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy and hope everyone enjoys the rest of the night
Yeah.
and has a fantastic week. Stay tuned for the content on the rest of the
Yeah.
socials. I might also just do another video about the ACL on YouTube, maybe like
That's a good idea.
just to talk about it all.
So-
but yeah, stay tuned.
And
Thank you guys.
If you haven't already, like,
Hit that
subscribe, and we will see you guys soon.
Catch you on the next one.
Now the problem is you
I'm gonna
have to
go
grab
that
the
side
phone
to end
on the
it.
other side.
It's okay.